Internet, Eric here. Well, it's Bloody Sunday again. Concept of Bloody Sunday is take a death from a movie, TV show, what have you, and discuss it. That's it. I've said it a billion times. I'm still on my vampire kick. I did Lost Boys last week for Bloody Sunday. I'm still going to go through the Dracula 2000 trilogy. The video for part two will be up soon. And I figured, you know what? I'm going to still talk vampires, so why not talk about another vampire movie that I really like that no one seems to at least give credit where credit's due. Lost Boys: The Thirst. This is the third of the trilogy. The I've discussed all three of these movies. It's in a playlist. And the death this week I'm going to discuss is one of the reasons why I really like this film. Now, I've said it before, plot spoilers and specific scenes will be discussed, especially if a death in the movie is talked about. The death in this movie is going to be Peter. Peter is the alpha, the head vampire, the first head vampire. And to set up the scene, it's towards the end of the film, and Edgar and Alan have reunited to stop Peter. In the very beginning of the movie, Alan was changed into a half vampire by being forced to drink blood, blah, blah, blah. We know the story. So they reunite, they kill the vampires that they need to kill. Peter shows up, and he is manipulating Alan to attack Edgar. Edgar is Corey Feldman. Alan is Jameson Newlander. Alan grabs Edgar by the throat, and they're in like the it's like a stadium or whatever, like, you know, because they got together at a rave, you know, stop a rave because vampires fucking love raves. They're behind the scenes and everything. They're in like the back area of the stadium or what have you, the factory. And Alan runs up to Edgar, grabs him by the throat, and he's holding him up. He's holding him up, like strangling him. And of course, you know, Edgar's begging with Alan, don't do this, don't do this. Peter is egging him on. And what is really cool is you found out in part two that Edgar is now a deemed minister. You know how you can just become a minister, like basically go on the internet, give your information, and like you can marry people, you can bless people, you just can't do it in a church type of thing. It's a real thing. And I liked how they brought that back from this movie because into this movie from part two, because as Alan is strangling Edgar, Edgar reaches up behind him and pulls down a hose. And he rips the hose down and it sprays water all over Peter. And Peter looks at him like, what the fuck you doing? You know, he kind of laughs at him. And then what is really cool is, and like I said, this is one of my favorite parts of this movie. Um, Edgar does like the last rites. You know, he speaks in, was it Latin or whatever? You know, he blesses himself. He blesses the water. And then, of course, Cry Little Sister starts to play. And we see smoke starting to come up from Peter. And then the icing on the cake, which I think is one of the coolest, you know, hero moments, action movie moments, is as Corey Feldman or as Edgar is doing like the last rites, he has his hands pointed like a gun. He points right at Peter and says, "Fuck you," and then the smoke happens. Peter starts to melt. Boom! Great explosion, guts everywhere. They cover Alan and Edgar, and they reunite. Alan is back to normal. They do that stupid awesome Monster Bashers thing, hug, and that's it. Fun death. Well, it's more so Corey Feldman's delivery that I think is really really cool. We do get a good explosion when Peter go when Peter goes bye bye, but it's mainly Feldman. Feldman is back as Edgar Frog, and he just shows how great he is in this role. And like I said, the whole doing the last rites and then changing it into a gun and fuck you, lots of fun. And that's why I really like The Lost Boys of Thirst. It's lots of fun. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that crap. Tell me in the comments below if you've seen The Lost Boys of Thirst. If you like it, you hate it. I wish more people would watch it and give it some praise because it's an underrated, fun vampire flick. But I've said that in the video before. That's it. Cheers.